That's right. Wherever you're joining us from this good night, let's fight. You gotta wait for the bell to go down. Then you'll hear us clearly. Better now. Let's fight, good folks. Welcome in the ring. Welcome to each and every one of you, wherever you're joining us from. Good to have you in the ring with us, folks. Share the live, smash that emoji button, folks. All things being equal, this may be our final program for the week, folks, as we gotta get on the move to continue to bring you vital and incredible information. Good to have each and every one of you joining us tonight. Pace and power. Share the live, good folks. Smash that emoji button. Do you believe that the government has overplayed its hand on this, the 9th day of the Guyana Teachers Union massive nationwide strike? Do you guys believe they just might have overplayed their hands? Do you guys believe that? Do let us know if you believe that they just might have overplayed their hands. Please and thank you. Well, the teachers are speaking out, folks. Teachers across Guyana. Oh, we got some brave teachers. This is a long time, folks. Irvin Dunn Cook and Heaven Faith, and I see Cheryl Andrews and all the other beautiful folks joining us. This is a long time. We got some brave teachers, folks, who aren't taking nonsense. They're not taking nonsense, folks. Do you believe that the PPP government has overplayed its hand? That's going to be a question we pose tonight. Do you believe the PPP government has overplayed its hand? Its political hand? Overplayed its hand? Do you believe so? You can get a chance to respond in real time, folks. You're going to get a chance to respond in real time. Do you believe so? Welcome wherever you're joining us from tonight, folks. You are in the ring. Welcome. And I ain't giving you all too much opportunities and such and so forth. It's yes or no. Yes or no. Right? Yes or no. We coming in fast and furious. Great to have each and every one of you on the live with us tonight. Wherever you're joining us from, good folks, welcome in the ring. Welcome to each and every one of you. We're so delighted that you folks are here with us. Delighted. How are you all doing, folks? We're fired up and we're ready to go. We're holding for some of you to come on the stream tonight. Good to have you here. We set. Fight Cat set as well. And we're fired up, guys, at this end and ready to go. And we trust that you guys are great as well. Debbie Collins, we see you there. And all the other folks are joining us. So welcome in the ring. We are fired up. The teachers are speaking, folks. And our teachers out there are speaking up. We got the Fight Cat set, folks. And we are ready to get, you all know where we're going already. To the opener. Folks. To the opener. You know, a couple, not long ago, a couple days ago, last Sunday, folks, Air Finale took to social media in a tirade. Folks, he was livid. He was beyond livid. That's the beautiful English word. He was beyond livid. The man was livid. That carry all some of y'all back. He was livid, folks. He was livid about what they didn't do for teachers and what they didn't do and what they didn't do. And who should be grateful? My God. Teachers heard that and were heartbroken. As one took to social media to say, they were heartbroken, folks. Let's start there. It's not the opener. It's the precursor to the opener. But take a listen to what the finale said last Sunday.
We give the teachers a salary while in training, in addition to the free tuition. What does this point to? This points to a government that is committed. And today I just want to highlight what we're doing for the teachers. the Ministry of Education requested the Teaching Service Commission and the School Board Secretariat to do 2 senior promotion cycles per year. Advancing promotion, rapid promotion. What this does for you, it changes your salary base. It gives you higher salary. 2 senior promotion cycles per year so that more teachers can be promoted and earn higher salary. A general waiver letter to allow teachers to travel abroad without collateral. So contracted teachers were given an across-the-board waiver so that they can travel with ease. These were the things raised, and we have granted all of it. I told the teachers then, and we're negotiating with the banks now, a special mechanism through which a low interest rate will be provided for teachers for them to own their own homes and to build their own houses. Those negotiations are ongoing. We took it upon ourselves to do these negotiations for a teacher, where you'll be able to get loans at 3.5 and 4% because we'll give up the tax, the withholding tax on profits, so that you can be treated specially and differentially. These are the things that none of this matters. None of this matters.
Yes, so it was your father talking to them there, just in case you don't realize it. Welcome in the ring, folks. It was your father talking to them there. You could imagine if 2 of his children, teachers in this country, were in that room. Who tell you off a straight? I'm doing things for you. Remember that businessman that was caught on the camera beating his daughter? His adult daughter? How old was that girl? 24, 25? Who tell you off a straight? you can imagine the madness there, folks. So that was on Sunday. Well, teachers say their hearts were broken when some of them heard that. And this is a young teacher from Region 2. And folks, y'all dressed down, Linden, Georgetown, wherever else. Region 2 has capably said, we can lead this one. Region 2, folks, has capably said, we can lead this teacher strike. Y'all just dress back Coretta McDonald, dress back Mark Light, dress back Vanessa Kisoon, whoever else they got in the background as teachers, dress back teachers. We in Region 2, we can take this one. That's Region 2 said we can take this one. Listen to what this young teacher from Region 2, young Martin Aaron Samaru, said with the fear of God and fire in his bones about how he felt when he heard her from last Sunday. This is the opener, folks. I showed you here, for the precursor to give context, you see. Context. Take a look. Take a listen. Martin Aaron Samaru.
People were telling me that they're looking at the live and they want to cry. You don't think I want to cry too? When I get messages even until midnight, most nights now, of people who are saying that, basically they're in the belly of the beast. When I say belly of the beast, they're within the system. They are maybe secretaries or persons who work within the offices of these high and esteemed political figures in our country. And they're giving their silent support. They're giving their silent support because they can't do so publicly. Why? They lose their jobs. Their lives will become harder. Those of you who want to know where this live is coming from, this is coming from Region Number 2, the stronghold of the sitting government, who are saying to teachers that they're unreasonable, that we're impatient, that we should wait till 2027 as things get better. Things have only gotten better for the classroom, Mr. President. What are you saying, man? What are you saying? You're upset that teachers are out here. Teachers are upset at the way you spoke with them and your response to what we're saying. Our salaries can't take care of our families. I gave you my salary last night as it is, 138,000, and that might be because they would have discontinued the deduction of GTU dues, so it's 137 something. It's usually 137 something. And I'm saying to you, I did not put all of my expenses. I didn't even put vegetables there or garbage disposal on there, and it's already at 143,000 counting. How are we supposed to live like that, Mr. President? Now, imagine living like that for 15 years when my daughter needs to go to university. What would I need to do? What will I need to do to find that extra to take care of my daughter? You have to ask yourself these questions. These things are relevant, you know. These things are important. Don't just think what is happening now. What is going to happen in the future? You're saying things are getting better, but you've proven by the increase that you gave that it's not getting better. You gave a lower percentage. Matter of fact, you have been bypassing every constitutional process that you're supposed to follow as it relates to teachers. Those of you who are coming with political rants on the life, please don't do that. Please. I'm talking about teachers' rights. I'm talking about teachers' rights. You're coming to say that things are getting better, but you're offering 6.5. I think it was 8 the last time. It's 6.5 now. When the economy is booming, when the economy is growing, you're telling us the percentage is going down. Matter of fact, you have bypassed the constitutional body, the union that deals with bargaining for teachers. You're bypassing them to go and speak to a handful of your supporters, people who you picked to come and meet with you. That's diabolical. That's evil. That's unethical. And then you want to use that to say that you spoke with teachers. No, you did not. The teachers on the streets are telling you that they did not speak for us. They spoke for you. How is it that everything that you would want to give to them are the ones that they would have accepted? You have to think, reason it through. And so it is important, it is very important that you think logically, that you reason it through. Everything that is done in the political arena is done with a purpose or with an intention, right? Let's not live in a bubble. Let's not live in a bubble where all is well and right in the world and that you're always being the optimist as it comes to these decisions that they're making. You can't be an optimist when they're offering you something that is way below the inflation rate. You can't be an optimist with that. You have to be a realist. Things are this way, it is this way. What can 6.5 do? What can $5,000 extra do for the past year? What can it do at the end of the month? $5,000 more. If my 138, and this is with the increase, the 138 is with the increase, all right? So it's not to say that I have 138 and I'll be given an extra 5, it's going to go to 143 and then my expenses will balance out with my income. No, that's not what it is. The increase is already there, 138, all right? So reason. I don't need to say anything else to you than to reason it out in life. This is your educated population. These are your educators, people who are responsible for molding and shaping the future, the nation. All right, and we must do.
Yeah, there it is, folks, and that was the opener. That was the opener. Welcome back. Yeah, I like what Sir did there. Sir Martin Aaron Samri. You have to bring in here feeling like a student. reason it out. And that was the opener, folks, just in case you're wondering. Reason it out, Irfan. Reason it. You gotta break it down sometimes, you know. You gotta break it down. It's the simple things that confound the wise people who are too smart for their own good. Mark, the reason it out. you have to bring it here like a big plane, you know. You got to signal it. Reason it out. Go, sir. Reason it out, here, fun. Go back to the back of the class. Reason it out, and then come back to the blackboard and work out the maths, because the maths are mathsing. That's what the teachers are saying. The maths not mathsing, folks. We got a lot more to come because some other teachers spoke out today. Some other teachers spoke out. The maths not mathsing. Folks, did I tell you, this is going to be the final program we have for the week because we got to be on the move to get in position to bring you valid, credible information. There's a lot happening in our world that has implications for Guyana, folks. Reason it out. That's what you got to do, you know. Sometimes this equation for the maths, we have balance on one side, got balance the other side, you see? Right? Sometimes it's the square root of the hypotenuse of the one side equal to the next side. You go wrong, you come around, and then you get the thing over. So reason it out. Even in the math, sometimes the English it came out the wrong way. You see? Even that got structure, and this must connect to that, and subject and verb must agree. balance on this side, it balance on this side. Oh, how sir bring you in there like a big plane. Oh yes, sir, went down there, make sure you understand. Lowest level, reason it out. That's what you gotta do. Can't speak to people like that. Come on, man. Come on. We've been in this pot bubbling too long. Have they misjudged the moment? That's the question I'm asking you, wherever you're joining us from tonight. Some of us believe they have. You go down there, fun. You go down, is the chair you talking to Yalan thing? Why Yalan? What more can I do? Wicked. What can I tell y'all? What can I tell y'all? Get down the road, man. Do what you gotta do. That was your opinion, folks. We want to bring you guys up to speed. A couple other things, and then we circle him back. To reason it out a little more. We can circle back the whole lot, man. Well, you can't get everything one time. Everything at one time. This fellow reason it out, you know. Apolitical. That's what they're frightened. But see, if our country go here, folks, in the direction that young people like Martin Aaron Samaru wants to take it, folks, the future bright for we. No country in the world can hold us. Hold me back, somebody. Hold me shut, man. If our country go in this direction, where there's a contention of ideas, and we're forced to reason out this thing before the table of brotherhood in this country, all of us sitting down around it together, Martin Aaron Samaru and you and I and all of us, they can't hold us. Lyndon Gill around the table and he did Elliot and Vanessa Adams and Penelope and Marcia, Joel and Lyndon and Enid and all of you reasoning it out. They can't hold us back as a country. They can't. And I'm happy that Region 2 say Lyndon take rest. Georgetown take rest. We got this. We got this. Reason it out. And I saw the More Waves article as we came on our broadcast in which they're saying, oh, they're shying away from meeting with teachers. Then go to online learning, because if you just step behind a screen on Zoom, right, say 1 + 1 is 2, that's delivering education. That's online education. We're so far back, folks. We're so far down. When we reach up, we touch him bottom. Clyde Davis, we're so far underneath. When we reach up, we touch him bottom. That's online education. We must laugh us in this country for the madness. But as I promised, I want to touch on a couple of things. And then we can circle back to reason it out. Some other teachers reason it out for themselves too. I want you to share the damn life, man. If I pitch a belly of chest tonight. A lot of bells ringing all over this country now. Share the live. Smash that emoji button. Oh, my heart was so blessed to hear young Martin Aaron Samaru says, share the live, man. Share. We want thousands watch us. Valid, credible information. And I just sorry we didn't spot it in time to share it on our platform as well. Share, reason it out. If every Guyanese in this country reason it out, we in a good spot. I told you all this attitude Irfan Ali got. He's the only person who want to keep talking. He asks you a question before you finish answering, he jump in. He didn't want to reason it out. You remember the journalist told him just before he went off to Argyle Airport there in St. Vincent and the Grenadines? That's how you can talk to Maduro. That's the tone. Huh? Why are you thieving our nurses? Why are you thieving our nurses? Pay nurses properly. And perhaps Great Britain don't have to steal them. Quote unquote, steal them. You know, people leaving in their own deliberate judgment. People don't run from good. Huh? People don't run from good. The man asked him, but we in this pot cooking, boiling up, and taking all this foolishness. And here comes young Martin Aaron Samaru, like a young David who's been on the backside of a desert preparing for this Goliath that we have. I step out the way, man. Martin, just take the wheel. Take the wheel, Martin. I can bring a Kruger water for you. Take the wheel. Go to front. You got the wisdom for the hour. Reason it out. Folks, let me touch on a couple of things quick. A couple of things happening around us. Quick. Date, as I said, of the Guyana teachers. I can tell you. Date. Day 9, sorry. Thing right in front there. I can tell you I had an eyes tested the other day. And they got my clicks. Clicks. Seeing clear as day. Right? I see clear as day. And then she said, this is the cause. I said, oh, shucks. Yeah, you realize is the right thing there? oh, Father, folks. Let's touch on a couple of things. Day 9, folks. If the Guyana teacher said, have the PVP men judge the moments. Let's touch on a couple of things happening around the world. We can circle back to the region and boom, we're right back where we started. Boom, right back where we started. The U.S. said it has disrupted a hacking campaign by Russia, right? And people who got home business networks in the U.S., they've employed countermeasures. Russia doesn't stop it, you know. You think they stop with that? Which election did you favorite? Which was the Trump election? They stop it. They ain't done it, you know. Right? Somebody got done them. They ain't finishing. That's what I want to tell you. The folks not finishing. Come on now. Work with me. The graphics say one graphics in. Work with me. But it's just like that. A look story here now in Senegal. They got a lot of elections happening now. That's the period we're in. That's the period we're in. Senegal had an election. Well, we're supposed to have an election, sorry. Right? And the administration shift down. Some people believe the people ain't gonna want to have the election on time. You all remember I said that. They ain't gonna want to have the election. They ain't gonna want to shift down a little bit till things looking nice, rosy and dandy. Some of them projects are delayed. Right? Of completion and so on. They gonna want to shift down by a year and a half. Remember I said that. Mark it down. They gonna want to shift down too. But the Constitution, of course, don't do it, Mackie Saul. Don't let me do it like the Mackie. Put a stop in them. And then you gotta put a stop in some of them, you know. That's what's happening with folks in Senegal. Yeah, think about Trump. Oh yeah, think about Trump. Who gonna stop Trump? Around the region, that's what we're following now. They're telling us the spill in Tobago. Folks, this got implications. This is Tobago. We spelling clearly now. Yeah, watch yourself from these parts, huh? We don't want to put nobody in the bed like. Watch yourself. Tobago. Right? The oil is spreading. Grenada now is invoked its oil spill hazard protocol. Yeah, that's the latest, folks. As remember, I said satellite images, if you follow the morning program, showed that some of that was dispersing into the Caribbean Sea. And while some people were saying, yes, no. See, my parent company guarantee is important because imagine if that happens to us here and some of our oil, you know, escape. Whatever means necessary, and become a nuisance to Trinidad and Grenada and filters into the wider Caribbean Sea. We could be paying through teeth in damages to those countries. Yeah, I know they're telling us the boat that capsized and leaking the oil in Tobago, wrecking up the shoreline, wrecking up the marine life, wrecking up tourism in Tobago, was bound for Guyana. I tell you all since this morning, it was bound for Guyana, folks. Yeah. It was bound for Guyana. We sell everything except for grace, as we say in the vernacular. Everything, it was bound for Guyana. Look story now. Remember the love the telling me? Remember they love this satellite images showing military assets moving, building up on our borders with Venezuela, even though John Kirby, White House spokesman, said he has nothing to be worried about. Well, Maduro has just asked the UN Human Rights Office in Caracas to pack up and beat out. To give them 3 days. This is not resurrection. This is to beat out. 3 days to give them. Yep. What's happening? Is this a precursor to something else? He's a jackabat, you know. Here is a transcript. You know, he's a Hipposite, a Hittite, a Nakavakame, a Jebusite, a Philistine, a Pharisee. Oh, but we got a David. Hold on. That's what's happening in those words. He told the UN Human Rights Office there in Caracas, beat out. Yeah. And this one here, fun thing, he could go, right? And he's a deal maker. Got Maduro chewing him up and spitting him out. Deal maker. Better catch yourself. Once you come home. That's how we got here, you know. Pressure burned down the Castle Hotel in New Amsterdam yesterday. That's what they're telling us. Room 44. What happened there, folks? What happened once you come home? Once you come home, it's problems. Look, a couple of things. We circling. We coming. Guyana's not a real place, you know. Folks, anybody, the authorities tell you escape. Look, it's a lie. People don't. Hold on. People don't escape. Look, now, folks. People don't escape. People just leave. You get fed up, you walk up down, grab a little what you call it? Caramel frappuccino, grab a little salchi papa on the seawall. What? Escape, you just leave. Akim Wong, a convicted rapist serving a 15-year sentence, left the Mazzaroni prison quite recently. Yeah, he just get hot. He said go home for fun and come back. He go home for fun. Marie. Akim Wong was doing a bit of farming. He turned to the prison guard. He said, I want to go to the washroom. I need to ease my bowels. The prison guard said, okay. He escorted Akim behind the tree. Now, 3 hours later, he went back. He didn't find the prisoner there. What do you think happened, Marigold? What do you think happened? The man left. The man left. Nobody escaped. Words got implications. Nobody did this. Abigail and Tasha King said, you know this man in escape. The man left. Beatrice Selby. The man didn't escape. The man left. Michael Reed. The man left. Right? But the authorities are saying, if you see Akim, and Akim, if you're listening to us somewhere, your feet up, watching us on the 5-inch television somewhere, sipping a mimosa, margarita, or what's the other one? I just coming to love this one. What's it again? Not a mimosa. What's the other one, man? Not a margarita. What's it? Come on. You're Rumbuggies. Y'all know this story, man. Help me out. It's started with an M. What's it? Not a mimosa. The cousin to the mimosa. The very nice cousin to the mimosa. The sexy one. Innocent Cave. Marcy Agar. Camille Cox. Yeah. Camille Seagar, Venezuela. Yeah. Man here, Maduro sent home the human rights people. You must see, man was somewhere sipping my mojito. Man left. You left a man behind a tree for 6-7 hours. The man must have gone trying to find back with the camp there, with the prison there. Got lost somewhere. You walk, then you see a sign mark, welcome to Suriname. Okay. We don't try to make light of these things, you know. We just reporting these matters. You know? We don't have to. We don't expect to get this chicken from. This is one, let me smoke chicken. You know them ones that they illegal always crony loudest. This is one, let me smoke chicken. My God. Texas alligator must eat. Is there in everything I'll get you now? Is there in everything I'll get you now? That's the ice pass I'll get you now. Ice pass I'll get you. Folks, this is what we follow. We don't make these things up. We don't make them up. For your information, folks. For your information, they're telling us the old Torani wreck is being removed from the Mazzaroni. as we are the Mazzaroni, the old Turani wreck is being removed. But I tell you all, I watch a movie, see, like when some things like this happening, the man fit himself in this wreck and there's a free ride out from the Mazzaroni. The man fit himself in this wreck easy. Fold up himself nice and small in there, and there's a free ride out for the Mazzaroni. Well, let me get in board and this and that and turn next. Easy boat ride out. Right? Easy boat ride out. They're removing the whole Turani wreck from the Mazzaroni. Watch for that one. Watch. I'll give you all one free. Free, I give you all one. Day 8, folks. Day 9. Why am I stuck on the 8? Day 8 like was so beautiful. They must spit it. They must spit it, folks. And it confirmed that things happening. Yeah. I told you of the War Waves article that says the government decries. I can see them crying. Decries meeting with the teachers to negotiate any wage increase, saying that they would rather have Zoom classes than talk to the teachers in this country. That's what they say. They would rather meet Maduro every day than talk to the teachers in this country. And some of our beloved teachers, they have been taking to social media to make their voices heard. It's day 8, folks, of the national teachers strike. It's day 8. It's day 8. Listen to some of what our teachers have had to say about their lived experiences as teachers. Take a look. Take a listen.
I'm a teacher and I love my pupils, but I can't take that love to the supermarket now, can I? I have to keep lessons after school and I have to sell things like icicles and all these things in my lessons just to sustain myself and my family, taking away that time that I could have been spending with my own children. My own son who's preparing for CXC, my own newborn baby. After I would have already spent all of my energy from 8:30 in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon educating people's children that I love, mind you, but that love cannot sustain me and my family. My salary is not enough to sustain me and my family. I'm appreciative of everything the government is trying to do in terms of making our schools better and providing textbooks and all these things, but those things are making the lives of parents and children better, not the lives of the teacher, because I cannot take that to the supermarket.
My name is Sonia Henry. I'm a 19-year-old teacher here in Port Gov't Unreasonable. First off, this is not a political something, okay? And I've seen a lot of memes saying that we know the money was a little bit, we should have looked for another work. First off, I'm speaking for my brothers and sisters who live in the hinterland communities where there isn't much job opportunities available here. Number one, this is an agricultural nation with a population less than 1 million people. So our money, our salary should be able to clothe, feed us, and provide all our necessities. Plus, we back with change to rally out for our next payday. We shouldn't be living from paycheck to paycheck. Thank you.
Everyone, I am here. I'm a trained teacher by profession. I am here standing with solidarity with my colleagues. I have 4 children, and I live along the river. And let me tell you, it's very challenging to survive on that small amount of money that I receive monthly. And why didn't I choose another career? It's because the love and the passion that I have for the children. That is why I dedicate myself for the children. If I have to send my children to the secondary school, to pay a car is $1,500, so it's $3,000 per day return. Where I live along the river, it's $4,000 per day return. I cannot afford, so I am here standing for a better living standard. It's not about our GS, it's not about political party, it's about me surviving with my family.
I'm out before the teacher at not support strike in primary school. This strike is not political. This strike is about bread and butter. We, the teachers of Matakai, are living with a high cost of living. Besides the cost of living, the teachers have to survive on $90,000 a month. Not all teachers are getting $200,000 as said by the minister. Some teachers have to barely survive on $90,000. How can they survive paying babysitters, bills, buying food? Besides that, our teachers need better working conditions. We are teaching overcrowded classrooms, 40 training in one class, rust-infested classrooms. So, Mr. President and Prime Minister, how can we not strike, for betterment of all teachers, not only for us, but every teacher in Guyana, those on the coastlands and those in the hinterlands. So we need better. Do better, Mr. President. Thank you.
Hello viewers, I'm a teacher in Port Kaituma, and in Port Kaituma, I want to let you know that it is an interior region where the cost of living is extremely high. Teachers can barely survive on their salary. Salaries as low as $85,000 a month. Basically, in this region, teachers are living from paycheck to paycheck. And so we are all here, not because of politics, but because we want a better life, not only for teachers, but for the teachers to come, years to come. And so what we're standing here for is for betterment for all the teachers in Guyana. We need a better life, not only for us, but for our children and our grandchildren. And so I urge those in government that we could deal to kindly meet with our union and resolve this issue. Teachers need to go back to the classroom to teach. We cannot do that unless our union and the government need to decide on a better future for all of us. So I'm saying this, I'm asking this, and I'm letting the viewers know that the teachers need betterment. Need betterment in terms of a higher salary so that they can live a better life, so that they can travel, so that they can have things that they only wish for. And so I'm kindly asking that you stand in solidarity with teachers, because after all, we are the educators and we're the ones that will educate all the doctors and the president and the prime ministers and the nurses and all those other career persons. We are the ones that will educate them. So you need us. So please do not let us down and don't talk bad about us, because at the end of the day, we are the ones that will make them better.
Good morning. I am a teacher in Port Kaituma, and I've been teaching in Port Kaituma for more than 23 years. To date, I have been taking home $99,000. That's my take-home salary. And I can tell you, it's not easy to survive in Port Kaituma with 6.5.
Of course, I'm a teacher. Tell me how I will survive in Port Kaituma with 6.5.
Nope. They say they can't survive on 6.5. Yep. And that's a lot of the teachers from the hinterland locations there, folks. Government unreasonable, says the teachers there on the Asikebo. Yep. Government unreasonable, that's what they're saying. Unreasonable, meet with the teachers. I see somebody said maybe Ralph Gonzalez is going to come and mediate. He can be the interlocutor, He can be the interlocutor. Could you imagine we living in a country where ministers, drivers, and maids work for more than teachers? No disrespect to them, as the union says. No disrespect to any profession. All work is honorable. Grew up knowing that, believing that in the core of my being, all honest work is honorable. Yep. Drivers and domestic servants earning more than teachers. Look at upside down countries. This. I don't care who in government. It's upside down country. Upside down. Upside down country.
The strike called by the Guyana Teachers Union is in its second week. Today, the striking teachers assembled once more outside the head office of the Education Ministry. Norris Ritter of the Guyana Trades Union Congress was among the protesting teachers.
Even though there are many forces within the party and government who know that the issue of collective bargaining is guaranteed through a number of instruments, including the Constitution of Guyana. This stubbornness by the government will only lead to an escalation of the struggle.
He said that for the government to disregard the laws pertaining to collective bargaining is to disrespect all the trade unions. A union executive and teacher, Mr. Smith, said that attempts at bargaining had failed.
3 years ago, they are not speaking. They are not coming to us. We are proposing. We are sending letters, and they are not coming to discuss. And because of that breakdown in communication, breakdown in negotiation, breakdown in collective bargaining, they failed to come to the table. So we move to the next stage, so that they will listen. But I'm very disappointed. After 9 days, we are in the 9th day of this strike, and students are suffering.
He said that the government doesn't see the importance of the people who educate the nation. At the same time, the strike is affecting other sectors, one of which is transportation. And GTU General Secretary Coretta McDonald lauded the teachers for their dedication to the cause.
Now, this here is an indication that we will not fall for the distractions that they're putting out there. They put out the GS's Lexus, they put out the president's house as if the GS started working yesterday and she working for paper. As if the president working for paper, so the president can't have a proper house. And I'm hoping that you understand that this government is labeling us as low-life people.
He said that the government is of the view that teachers can't live in proper homes or drive proper cars.
Only the minister and the vice president and the president could drive around in proper cars. The ice passes. And I hope you are understanding the level that these people have us at. I hope we're understanding this. And so today is day 9. We care about who? Our children, because they're going to private schools. Their children. They're not concerned about our children.
President Irfan Ali had asked the teachers to be patient. Ms. McDonald said that teachers have been patient since 2020.
In 2020, our submission said 25%. We got nothing in 2020. You remember that? Yes. In 2021, we got how much percent? 7%. And so the proposal said 20. If you subtract 7 from 20, how much remains? So they owe us 13 from then. In 2022, we got 8%. 8 from 20. 12. So add that to the number that you had before.
The money paid to the drivers and maids of the ministers didn't escape attention.
If a chauffeur can get $360,000, we could get it too. If a maid, mind you, we're not degrading any profession. No, we're not degrading any jobs. But if a maid could get $161,000, we who go through CPC, we must get the same and more.
Ms. McDonald said that even with their inadequate salaries, teachers must pay their own electricity, their own internet, and other bills. Government officials do not.
So what to tell us that we must wait for 2027? You would have given, they gave the sugar workers in 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023. Tell them to wait now. Tell them wait now because you got to look after teachers.
The strike continues tomorrow.
What we doing? Mashale. What we doing? Mashale. What we doing? Mashale.
Folks, day 9, day 9, day 9, day 9, day 9. Share this day 9, it's day 9. It's day. See the flu, the flu. The flu is day 9. Teachers saying unreasonable. Government is unreasonable. That's what they're saying. They're unreasonable. You know who took to the protest line as well? MP Amanda wasn't his ear. Who had some thoughts of her own, but this installed regime.
Member of Parliament Amanso Walton Desir has come out in support of the striking teachers. The strike was called by the Guyana Teachers Union nearly 2 weeks ago over the poor pay and working conditions of the teachers. Since then, the striking teachers have taken their demonstrations to the head office of the Education Ministry, to the Ministry of Labor, and to the Ministry of Finance. Ms. Walton Desir said that Vice President Bharat Jagdeo has in his mind that he can pit GAU against the teachers.
They're not doing that because they are enamored with sugar workers. They're doing it because it's politically expedient for them. You have to recall it is Bharat Jagdeo who closed the Forest Secretary of States, you know. So all I want the people of Guyana to understand is that this is a game of attrition.
She said that the PP believes that it can wear Guyanese down.
Because inherently they are contemptuous of Guyanese people. They do not believe that Guyanese have a right to stand up for themselves. They believe that Guyanese are like pawns that they can move about on their board of chess. And so it's not surprising that nobody has come out here to speak to teachers, and instead they have chosen to dedicate their energies to besmirching teachers online and posting personal attacks on the head of the GTU and the general secretary, because that is the heart of the people you see coming out here.
She issued a call to every Guyanese whose child can't go to school because of the absence of teachers, and she wanted them to be in the protest supporting the teachers.
Every minibus driver or owner who on the morning is not making his load because children are not going to school, they have a stake in this. And I want our Guyanese people to understand just how interconnected this struggle is. So this is not a teacher's struggle. This is a Guyanese struggle.
She contended that the very teachers being slighted at this time are the people the government would want to educate the nation's children.
Yeah, teachers say they're unreasonable. That's what the teachers say. Well, I want you all know they carry them to court. Pace and power, they are taking government. You want to stop teachers pay, deduct money, not transmit the union dues, and all of that, folks. I was in court with attorney law Darren Wade this morning, and you know what's fascinating? Darren is a great attorney, and he's young. So he's going to continue to grow, you know, and build and expand as an attorney. And he's won against Alan Langler so many times in the very high court. In the very high court. Carrying him to court. We ain't just talking the talk. We walking the walk. Talking about some fence crapos. Holes and cracker tails. We are walking walk as well. See them in court. We're going to see them in court. And folks, good folks, as we said, it's the folks in Region 2, there's the Caribbeans who say, Linden, Region 10, you come on, sit down. Georgetown, take a back seat. We got this. You know, and again, we saw young Martin Aaron Samru saying, don't be distracted, teachers. You can see a lot of things, don't be distracted. They're just showing their own shortcomings. They're just showing their own incompetence. Don't be distracted. That's what we heard coming out of Essequibo. Gov't Unreasonable. Don't be distracted, however. You're going to see a lot more to come. Don't be distracted. Take a look. Region 2 for the win.
I assure you that whatever we do, we're going to propagate the truth. And we're going to expose lies, because that's what we're doing here this morning. Exposing the lies and bringing to you light and truth and principle. That's what we're doing. All right? Let me ask a question, a very important question. Tax returns have not been filed. Not tax returns. Audit has not been done for 34 years in the country, which you have ruled for 29 years. You have ruled, you have been in power for 90%, 85%, 80% even of that time. And you're bringing that statistic now to make teachers become angry with their union. The union is saying, we have all of our records in place. If this thing wasn't sent in 1989, 1990, 91, 92, 93, by 94, everyone would start thinking, because remember, a president of GTU only serves for that long, and it certainly wasn't Dr. Light who was serving in that time. And so what he inherited and what they would have been doing, they would have been continuing. So it is you who exposed yourself as incompetent, not the GTU, because they have their records. Matter of fact, when that was brought to light, and when that situation was brought in the media and peddled and pushed, you know, the treasurer showed up at the treasurer showed up at the door of the finance ministry, waiting for the door to open so that they could solve the situation, because they have their record straight. And now they want to peddle another smoke screen. Don't expect something else to come, you know. Expect something else to come. It's called distraction. They want to distract you, right? They want to distract you to get you caught up and tied up with you know, with every other little thing except than what the issue is. Right? That's how they work. That's how the propaganda machine operates. But I am here to keep your eyes on the prize. I am here to let you know and understand that this attempt to bring to light some terrible horror within GTU. Oh, GTU is going to be struck off now. You know, oh, they have done the worst. But essentially, what they would have done is they would have probably they would have shot themselves in the foot. Also, because you expose your incompetence. You expose your incompetence for 34 years. You're not doing your job. You're saying GTU wasn't audit. It's your responsibility to audit GTU. It's your responsibility to get it done. And if that wasn't done, you can imagine what else wasn't done. If that wasn't done for that union, you can imagine what else isn't done. All right? And so do not be manipulated, do not be sidetracked, do not be sidestepped. The issue at hand is salaries and wages. Sure.
Yeah, you heard that? Don't be distracted, folks. If you share the life, you're wicked. Folks, the maxing, that's what he's saying. The sapping. The maxing. Who will share the life with you? Who will share the life? Who will smash that emoji button? The maxing, that's where young Martin Aaron Sam Roos says, somebody give this young man an award already for me, the man. Oh, please, I'm begging y'all. Give this young man an award already for me, the man. Shucks. Right? I think we got the next host for the ring. We slippers still on the ground, folks. We slippers still on the ground. That's why I want y'all know. Intermission. Come back. Slippers still on the ground. Slippers still on the ground. That's why I want y'all know. It's still on.
Behaving like them ain't got no feelings. The strike done come it there and done. But me slippers still up on the ground. We come far now, we ain't backing down. We did only want what we working for. Now Ali come and say we getting none. But me slippers still up on the ground. We come far now, we ain't backing down. Hey, people, this thing too serious. The little bit of money can't sustain us. You're working for years and you can't buy a car. Every morning is a struggle when you gotta catch bus. Jesus, only you could fix that. Somebody come and tell me why.
Hold on. I can just see some of your bus out already, you know. Slippers still on the ground. I can see some of your bus out already. Hold on, folks. Hold on. If you done bus out, say bus out. Say done bus out. We slippers still on the ground, folks. Our slippers going on the ground tomorrow. I want y'all know this is going to be our final broadcast for the week, folks. But we might got some updates for y'all over the weekend, into the weekend, about some things happening some other places that has some real world implications for Guyana. We want to keep you guys ahead of that. Let's turn to some other things very quickly as we wrap up, folks. Slippers still on the ground. Hold on, we can close with that one. Right, guys? We can close with that one. That's what we close it. They said overhaul the stock exchange. You got to overhaul teacher salary, goddammit. That's what you want y'all to do. Overhaul teacher salary. Everything else. But what's supposed to be doing? Yeah, somebody can make a lot of money here for them. That's what they said they want to do. Well, this one here. Anybody had more big than me? I don't like them. I want y'all to know that. Oh, he steps in, tropes into Parliament around lunchtime. You see? He's a smart fellow, you know. Around lunchtime, once in a while, when things get a little tight, he tropes in. Right? Don't come in the assembly at all. The once every 5-6 months he touched down. Don't come in. He's not parliamentarian. He's a visitor. You want to come to the work of parliamentarian or to tell the assembly? Like you all imposed parliamentary secretaries, you can tell the assembly. When you come to parliament, when you take the oath, you got to do the work of a parliamentarian, Jack Leo. Nandlal says frivolous. Well, let me see what the court say. Moving on, folks. Signs of the times. They beat this young woman, robbed her and left her on the road to die. The wicked, stinking dirty. We cannot be this inhumane as fighting for the word. Because some other words in my head swirling around. We cannot be this inhumane. Robbed her of her jewelry. Herself and some friends were on the seawalls, the report tell us. And she was on one of those electric scooters And they were all going to meet up later on at a party. The others went with another vehicle, and she left on her electric motorcycle to get to that location. Never got there. A woman found her bleeding from her head on the road. 4 men around her, stripping her of her jewelry. And I want to say this, even if those weren't the men who inflicted the wounds on her, oh God have mercy, how can we be so heartless? Somebody's on the ground, in need of medical assistance, and instead of helping, you're stripping them of the jewelry. And if they were the perpetrators, you're wicked. All of y'all. People work hard, buy the little things, and then some dunce thugs, and that's probably to give dunce thugs a bad name, could inflict mortal, fatal wounds on a 26-year-old Althea hooligan for no reason at all, but besides they saw her thing and greed and lust in their hearts. The good book says, let no man say that they're tempted of God, but we're all tempted when we're drawn away by our lust. Y'all know y'all running into Bible study on this Thursday night. Drawn away, wicked, stinking, and dirty. Left that young woman on the road to die. Wicked. May God have mercy in y'all souls. Wherever y'all turn up eventually. Wicked. And then they're going to end up at Maseruni. Right? Somebody can take a sap. And then them boys going on holiday. Wicked, 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 wicked. Wicked. Thoughts and prayers with Althea Halligan's family and friends. Young woman, 26-year-old, bright future ahead of her. She don't know about nothing, you know. She got on she little chain and she rings and so on. And instead of helping her, right, they stripped her of her jewelry and left her on the road to die. But got a special place in hell reserved for people like that. Special place. Right? The hottest part. Put them there. Hottest part. Hottest part. That being said, these things affect you after a while, you know. It affects you after a while. That being said, folks, that being said, more power to our teachers. More power to our teachers. Share the live as you go, folks. Smash that emoji button so that more folks get in touch with and engage valid, credible information. Do that for us, folks, and more power to our teachers, parents. Bear with them, and drivers and all of that. Bear with them, folks. Teachers got to do what they got to do, and I hope the public servants taking note. Nothing comes easily. You know, pearls are made, and gold and diamond as well is made. Yeah? You got to go in the crucible. You got to go in the crucible. So more power to our teachers. More power to our teachers. Have a fantastic rest of the week, end of the weekend, and we're gonna see you guys back on the next broadcast. Stay safe.
Behaving like them ain't got no feelings. The strike done come it there and done. But me slipper still up on the ground. We come far now, we ain't backing down. We did only want what we working for. Now Ali come and say we getting none. But me slipper still up on the ground. We come far now, we ain't backing down. Hey, people, this thing too serious. The little bit of money can't sustain us. You're working for years and you can't buy a car. Every morning is a struggle when you gotta catch bus. Jesus, only you could fix that. Somebody come and tell me why these people going on so. We aisle money bringing in a reasonable stop. We demanding that you make it right to spend it on. We too young fi complain about salary. When my bills done pay, nothing don't left back for me. Much less if I had 1 or 2 or 3 pick me. Somebody tell these people come and reason we. Behaving like them ain't got no feelings. The strike done come it there done. But me slipper still up on the ground. We come far now, we ain't backing down. We did only want what we working for. Now Ali come and say we getting none. But we we slip a still up on the ground. We come far now, we ain't backing down. Long story short, we want your raise. We pay nowadays, you can't find nothing cheap out. Hey, when you get paid, can't even fetch you through the month in a oil-rich country. Days now. I wicked, them wicked, got we hair in the sun. If we was sugar workers, strike woulda done. We want we money level up. We don't want hair, can't put it on we salary. We want cash man. Too young fi complain about salary. When my bills done pay, nothing done left back for me. Can't even go to Fusion or to Amici. Somebody beg these people for sorry for we. Oh, behaving like them ain't got no feelings. The strike done coming, they're done. But we slip a still up on the ground. We come far now, we ain't backing down. We did only want what we working for. Now only come and say we getting none. But we slip a still up on the ground. We come far now, we ain't backing down. We ain't backing down. Tell Ali, we ain't backing down. We slippers on the ground.